Many thanks for joining us on the newsroom on TV360 Nigeria. The chairman of the House of Representatives Committee on the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, has recused himself from public hearing. His action follows allegations of corruption levied against him by the acting NDDC chairman, Kemebrade Kumo Bonde. Meanwhile, the committee has begun its fourth day of public hearing as it investigates alleged financial misappropriation at the agency. The committee is currently grilling Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Godswill Akpabio, and Acting Managing Director of the NDDC, Bonde. At least 21 people have been reported killed, while 28 others sustained various degrees of injuries when gunmen attacked Kukumdaji village of Koro local government area of Kaduna on Sunday night. President of the community, Yashin Titus, said gunmen invaded the venue of a wedding party in the community at about 10 p.m. on Sunday night and opened fire on the attendants. Titus added that 19 people died on the spot, while 2 others later died at the hospital. The State Police Command is, however, yet to confirm the incident. Isaac Kekemeke, one of the aspirants in the Ondo State primary election, says he's lost total confidence in the process that led to an indirect primary selection mode. Kekemeke's statement is coming a few hours to the scheduled primary election. He said the primary committee, led by the Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello, was not fair to many of the governorship aspirants. Meanwhile, another aspirant, Olusegun Abraham, has stepped down for Governor Rotimi Akeredolu ahead of the primary election. Abraham's exit from the race for the APC ticket comes days after another aspirant, Ife Oyedele, stepped down for Akeredolu, who's seeking a second term in office. A group of contractors have petitioned President Muhammadu Buhari, urging him to prevail on the National Assembly to pay them for the official cars bought for lawmakers since 2017. The 12 contractors are demanding payment of 875 million naira within 7 days with 21% interest. They say they would sue the leadership of the National Assembly if it fails to make the payments for the contracts executed since 2017. The vehicles, which were bought by members of the 8th National Assembly, was led by Bukola Saraki as the President of the Senate and Yakubu Dogara as Speaker of the House. As the Senate moves to review the age limits for graduates seeking employment in Nigeria, Public Affairs analyst Achike Chude is also calling for an expansion of the economy. Chude says this holistic approach will allow for the creation of more jobs for teeming youths across the country.
It's a good thing. The motivation is good. The desire is to ensure that a lot of Nigerians are not disenfranchised, because you know that just like they rightly said, the tendency for people to want to manipulate their ages and falsify their ages is always high, because a lot of them are no longer in a position to apply for jobs since there is a specific peg on age limit. In fact, in some places, banks will tell you from 25 to 27, 28 years, meaning that a lot of Nigerians who are still able, and knowledgeable are disenfranchised automatically. So from that perspective, I think it's a worthy thing. But you see, the senators themselves are not looking at the bigger picture, the larger picture, and that is the fact that people don't gain job on the basis of either limiting ages or increasing the age limit. Jobs are not provided on that basis. Already there are millions, tens of millions of Nigerians that do not have access to jobs. So even if the age limit is increased to accommodate these other people who are older, it does not translate into having new jobs for these people. The job spaces that are available within the economy on the basis of the economic dynamics in the country today, are the way they are. So such a legislation by the Senate cannot automatically increase the job spaces. You need to begin to do something about the economy to expand the economy.
Let's take a break here and we'll be right back. Do stay with us.
nothing. You know, if you touch black man, if you like, gather the whole Niger, come together, make the cough. Nothing.
Which one you want?
Give me V and D.
I beg, get small pieces.
How much you want to give him?
Give me 200. Take your change now. You don't want your change.
My people, this coronavirus, na serious matter. May una wash una hands regularly. Come use alcohol-based hand sanitizer. If you no see water, wash your hand. Oh, make una sit down for house. You see this virus, so it no get leg. Now we dey waka kurukere. No waka around, make the virus for die. No forget, say, the betterment of our people. Now for your handy day.
This message is from the Akinfade Foundation in partnership with the National Orientation Agency with support from MacArthur Foundation.
The Ogun State government has replaced striking doctors working at the Olabisi Onabanjo University Teaching Hospital at the COVID-19 Isolation Center with volunteer doctors. On July 1st, members of the Association of Resident Doctors in Shagamu had begun a strike, and some doctors at the isolation centers joined the industrial action last week. Some of the doctors' complaints include non-implementation of the new minimum wage, hazard allowance, inappropriate remuneration, low entry level, and absence of a life insurance policy for its members. ARD Secretary Tope Oshindara confirmed the replacement of the doctors, adding that they hope the government will call for a meeting this week. The total number of COVID-19 cases in Nigeria is heading towards the 37,000 mark following the confirmation of 556 new cases by the Nigeria Center for Disease Control. Giving an update on the outbreak of the disease in a late-night tweet on Sunday, the agency revealed that the new cases were reported across 17 states in the Federal Capital Territory. 19 states reportedly did not record a new case of COVID-19 in the last 24 hours. The records show that 15,105 persons have been discharged, with 789 deaths recorded so far. Geoffrey Onyema, Nigeria's Foreign Affairs Minister, has tested positive for COVID-19. Onyema is also a member of the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19. He announced in a tweet on Sunday that he would be self-isolating at a health facility, and President Muhammadu Buhari has wished him a quick recovery. Nigeria's state-run Pharmaceutical Research Institute has declared that Madagascar's coronavirus herbal concussion is not as potent as claimed to cure the virus. In a report presented to the Health Ministry on Sunday, the National Institute of Pharmaceutical Research and Development, NIPRD, said safety studies show that COVID organics, or CVO, do not alter the normal psychology of the physiology of the animals. NIPRD's Director General Obi Adigwe also told newsmen that Madagascar officials were hiding the analysis of the drug. In April, Madagascar President Andre Rajoelina officially launched the COVID-19 Organics, an organic herbal medicine claiming that it can prevent and cure patients of COVID-19. Let's take a break here and we'll be back with updates on business, sports and the foreign scene. To stay with us.
Hello? Yeah, I found your wallet in front of a supermarket. Meet me at Apple Junction. Yes, I'll be waiting for you.
Now we find out. Two of us.
Thank you very much, officer. You know, it's surprising that men like you still exist in the police force.
Yes, so...
Oh, yes.
This is just a token of my appreciation.
Oh, no, you don't need to do this. We're only doing our job.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
You're welcome.
Now I know police is really my friend.
Yes.
Friend. Hey. Okay, which game was with this one? I don't understand.
You know your problem. You are greedy. am a policeman who is doing his job. All forms of corruption in the force, not in my country.
Corruption not in my country.
The total loans taken by the federal, state and local government from banks has risen to 954.27 billion naira as of the end of March 2020. The Central Bank of Nigeria disclosed this in its report entitled Quarterly Statistical Bulletin Commercial and Merchant Bank Accounts. According to the report, the federal government borrowed $93.56 billion, while the state and local governments borrowed 860.7 billion naira in the period under review. It also adds that the total loans by the banking sector to the entire economy stood at 17.5 trillion naira as of March. Nigel Pearson has been sacked as Watford manager with just 2 games left in the club's fight for Premier League survival. This was confirmed by the club in a statement on Sunday. The 56-year-old only took charge of the Hornets in December and leaves with the club 3 points ahead of the relegation zone. He's the 3rd manager to be axed by the club this season, following the exits of Javi Gracia and Qui Flores. Pearson has been replaced by Hayden Mullins, with Graham Stack as his assistant, to take up the position of interim head coach for the Hornets' final 2 fixtures of the season. And that's it on the Newsroom on TV360 Nigeria. Do join us in an hour for more updates. Bye for now.